This is a warning for you. Billions of dollars is going to be released through this connection with Plume Network and Hamilton Lane. This is connected tissue. Billions of dollars will be running through Plume Network, a cryptocurrency in the RWA category, real world assets, through Hamilton Lane. Let me tell you more about this. I did a connected series through my platform ongoing, and I dug deep in this series, and it's continuing to show you big connections, big money. But I decided that there's more that you need to know, so I created a sub-series called Connected Tissue, the connected elements that you may have missed throughout my connected series. And let me tell you what I found. In episode 1 of Connected, You Need to Know, we talked about Larry Fink of BlackRock, and you may have only focused on 3 projects: BlackRock, as a company with trillions of dollars of assets they manage, the biggest and the baddest, Moca, XRP, and Plume. Now, you may have focused only on XRP, but folks, let me show you the bigger picture, and it has to do with these people right here, Hamilton Lane. But before I do that, you saw and connected that I made a huge connection between the biggest and baddest BlackRock and Grayscale with digital currency group, Barry Silbert. Now, you got to go back to watch that connection, but this is what I told you. Grayscale is looking at doing the same thing that BlackRock has already done with Plume Network through the BUIDL project, and Grayscale is looking to onboard Plume token as well. But what is the thing? This is the thing. January 29th, 2025, Plume Network announces integrates with RWA.xyz, a website that enables you to live real world assets transparency with Plume and BlackRock's products. Now, if you look at that, you may have missed some details, so pay attention to this detail because I don't want you to miss it this time. This is what you need to hear. Nest enables users through Plume to get institutional grade yields from tokenized assets such as private credit, treasuries, and alternative investments. The fund managers create structured offerings and deliver access exclusive opportunities with vaults, and assets include BlackRock and Hamilton Lane, Blackstone, Credible, PIMCO, and more. So that's where I want us to stop with Hamilton Lane. Now, I previously discussed BlackRock and their BUIDL project, but Hamilton Lane was mentioned, and Hamilton Lane in this area as an institutional investor has big money, billions, and a product they call Scope. Let's talk about this product. Hamilton Lane CEOs Juan Maria Delgado and Eric Hirsch. They announced instant on-chain liquidity, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can mint and redeem Hamilton Lane fund to hold deUSD through Elixir, Hamilton Lane, and Securitize. Now, let's bring this in perspective. You may miss this piece. Let me tell you. BlackRock is an institutional investor. Hamilton Lane is an institutional investor. These are bigwigs. You are a retail investor. And Hamilton Lane has billions of dollars that they have through the SEC allowed a company called Securitize to utilize in products that they can offer to other institutional investors. Not for you, for the bigwigs, okay? Now, this has billions of dollars flowing through it, and they call it Scope. But what does that mean? And how is this connected to Plume? Well, check this out. If you look, Plume lists 8 products through a product they created called Nest through Elixir. And this has 8 products in the Nest. BlackRock products through BUIDL and Hamilton Lane through Scope. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these because we don't want to miss the forest. We want to make sure we pay attention to the trees, though. Now, this is what I did. I mapped it out for you, so I want you to see it visually because you don't want to miss this information. Now, I want you to look at this. This is what you have here. You have a graph, Securitize, who is SEC validated to do this. They take institutional investors like BUIDL through BlackRock, that product, which is 7 major cryptocurrencies, institutional investors like Hamilton Lane, and they take their product called Scope, and they allow you as an institutional investor to get yield by getting exposure to their products. But Nest, as you can see here, it goes through Elixir, and Elixir is allowing you to connect through Hamilton Lane and Securitize. And Plume token, PUSD, is their stablecoin. So if you get Plume token, you can convert that into PUSD. And the PUSD you can utilize to stake it into 8 strategies through Nest. And through that, you get the benefit of Hamilton Lane. Billions of dollars. But let me tell you how much, because I'm showing you the picture, but let me show you what this means. Through this Nest, I want you to see Hamilton Lane has $1.6 billion. It's in Scope, their product. And this is the way it works. Look at the top left, you see Securitize. Hamilton Lane product called Scope. Now, this senior credit product called Scope, institutional investor Hamilton Lane offers it tokenized, and it can be accessed through Plume and Elixir by obtaining deUSD or Plume USD. So the ecosystem of Plume is going to be influenced directly and indirectly with the amount of total value locked through staking. How does Plume get money, folks? It gets money through staking and fees. And as the ecosystem has more money flowing through it, it gives another opportunity to grow the ecosystem, either for speculation, for people buying into it, or retail investors of people who are getting a part of that yield. This is your money making money passively while you sleep. Now, let's talk about that, folks. There's this huge thing that is happening right now through Hamilton Lane by having Plume as a retail accessibility to this yield that previously only Securitize provided to institutional investors through BlackRock and also Hamilton Lane to other big companies. But you can get a piece of this. Now, I can't tell you whether or not you should see the future, but this is what I'm going to tell you about smartest investors. With the position you're in right now with Plume token, if you understand how big it is, it's bigger than just buying a token and hoping it goes up in price. This is about the ecosystem that Plume token is in the center of. Let me tell you what you should know.
The thing about investing is that you can learn very easily all of the mechanics of investing. The thing that I can't teach you is I can't teach you judgment. If you don't have judgment, no amount of learning how to read term sheets and no amount of learning how to do valuation is going to be able to make you into a good investor. Your ability to look somebody in the eye and really understand, is this the person who's going to build this thing that everybody knows, or at least everybody believes at that time, is going to come to shore. And if you are a founder and you decide to go ahead and build this company, you are one grain of sand fighting in that tidal wave to make it to shore. And not every grain of sand makes it. But if you're an investor, you get to pull up a chair on the beach and watch the wave come in and decide which of these little waves that you see is going to end up becoming the big wave.
If you are listening, that was Dragonfly Capital, which I have connected in my Connected series, talking about the difference between being a founder of one of these companies or a retail investor. Now, all of these investments are little drops of sand in a big ocean. And you have to sit back and just decide, is this the product that will come to shore? You tell me. Plume is the #1 RWA product in the world after it was released. That is billions to trillions of potential. And you can get a piece of it through Nest. Or if you're an institutional investor, I'm talking about the big banks, I'm talking about the big boys, you can get a piece of it through Plume. No one's doing what they're doing. Did they resolve a problem? And it's just getting started. So, if you like this type of content, I will be breaking down Plume Network. I will be talking about the big connections coming soon. This was just a bit of the Nest. You need to understand it or you won't get it, because confused minds don't buy. You only know that buying a cryptocurrency low and then selling it high is how you make money. But what do they say? The best money is made passively while you sleep. Plume, is it going to go to the top? It's already there. Now, are you going to wait at the shore for it to come in? Are they the ones who are building the thing that you want to be a part of? That's what you're going to find out. So make sure you stay tuned, share this information, look for my Connected series and my sub-series called Connected Tissue. That is going to give you the most in-depth information. If you like this type of information and you want to share it, then press share right now. Send it to your social media. Get yourself in a position to win, or are you going to wait until after the price blows up and then you're going to get in afterwards? XRP ETFs are coming, and Nest through Plume Token and Elixir has already got a vault waiting for that to flow through. And if you believe that that's the end of it, you don't know the half of it. Thanks for watching. This has been Connected Tissue.